Hello, it's Ken here again with another dip into my vinyl collection. This time it's Roxy music, and I've got new albums I bought, and I got nearly all. I think the original albums that I bought at the time in the '70s. One of my favourite bands, Roxy Music. We'll start with the release of the original album. As with all Roxy Music albums, where they're going to feature mostly uh, models on the cover in various poses. Make of that what you will. This one is kicks off the trend with a young lady sprawled across a bed there. And there will be pictures of the band inside most of the things. This is one of the better debut albums ever made, I would say, and few would argue with that. This is personally, if on certain days it's my favourite, and one of the other albums we're going to show you in a minute, it vies with that for my favourite album. It's definitely my favourite cover, probably my favourite cover of any album I've got. In fact, I've got a framed version up on the wall, and particularly like the pictures on the inside as well, and the back. Again, it's one of those that you've got to open up to see the full picture, so to speak. And this is a cityscape with a model who I believe is a Mandelier, although I stand to be corrected there if I'm incorrect. This is Stranded. This has got my favourite song on it. This is a song for Europe. I think it's a fantastic song. Again, pictures of the band. The first two albums featured on the sounds. It's sort of Brian Eno, Eddie Jobson replaces him here and does a cracking job. There's no fall off in quality of musicianship here, and that's these three so far have been recent re-releases and packaging. And I would like to mention the packaging at this point. One of the odd things about this is these LP covers are quite a bit bigger than normal. So if you put them in plastic polythene covers, you're having a problem. They won't fit. So this is Country Life. The last of the first four that I've got that I bought recently. We move on to Siren. Then we're into the original ones I bought at the time. This is Siren with another young lady playing a siren. I think we know who this is. Future Mrs. Ferry. There. I stand to be corrected. My information is always a bit wobbly with my memory these days. The original Country Life. It was one of the few that was a single sleeve. Original Stranded, which I've shown you just now. Original first album, Roxy Music. We move on to the live album, Viva Roxy Music, which has got a fairly unusual track listing, I would say, for the time. It's not obvious. Virginia Plain's not on there. Pajama Rama's not on there. Well, it is on there. Sorry, correct myself there. But it has got the most unusual, one of the most unusual tracks any band's recorded, I would say. In Every Dream of a Heartache, which is on For Your Pleasure. It's also live. This is a cracking live album. Again, it's a fold out CD with pictures and stuff there. Quality. This is a compilation album. It's a double album. It's billed as Brian Ferry and Roxy Music, as quite a few of the compilations albums after a certain point. This has got Virginia Plain. It's got various Brian Ferry solo tracks as well. That would be a video on its own Brian Ferry solo albums. Reformation, a sort of comeback album if you want, and notably no particular young lady, one of two I think, where there's no young ladies on the front of the Roxy Music albums. This is Manifesto, divides opinion a bit. Not too bad, I think. These days these albums are often better sounding than they were at the time. This is the final album to date. I think our hopes of ever seeing new Roxy, who's would be fading by now. This is Avalon, much smoother, sort of progressively smoother rock. Different taste, perhaps the earlier albums, but nonetheless still high quality stuff with a sort of legendary sort of cover there with a warrior with a falcon of some description. Flesh and Blood, next up. We're back to the women on the front of the covers now. Track I particularly like on Is My Only Love. A few others are quite good then. Same old scene. There you are. And my final Roxy Music vinyl is a live EP, 12-inch EP, I guess. Roxy Music, The High Road. I've got CDs of Roxy Music. This was released. The full concept was released at a later point. And that's my Roxy Music collection on vinyl. Thanks for viewing.